Good morning, good day, and good night wherever you may be. If you have ataxia, it's important to work with a personal trainer who understands your condition. They can create a customized exercise plan to improve your strength and stability. Join me as I sit down with my personal trainer for a Q&A session about how we can challenge ataxia through exercise and training. We discuss the importance of staying active, the benefits of diet, physical activity, and more for those with ataxia. He is the one major reason I was able to get away from walking aids. This is Art Thomas, and I have acquired ataxia. Welcome back to Living with Ataxia.
We're interviewing Art Thomas today, who has cerebellar ataxia. I'm going to throw some questions at you. You can answer yes or no, or you can elaborate, whatever you feel like. Arthur, is ataxia curable?
Not that I know of.
How did you develop ataxia? How did it come about?
Seizures that led into a stroke.
Ooh. How long have you had ataxia?
Going on 3 years.
3 years. Was there any, I guess this is probably the wrong term. Was there any buildup? Did you notice any symptoms that led up to it, or it came on suddenly?
No, because I've acquired, it was instant.
So one day you had nothing, and then the next day you had a seizure and a stroke, and then you had it.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. Are there different types of ataxia? And if there are, do you know what they are?
Yeah, there's a few. Off the top of my head, you have SCA, acquired, and unknown.
Okay. Can ataxia be inherited?
Yes.
Oh. Are there any support groups for ataxia patients?
There's many. If you go to ataxia.org, you can find them.
Have you contacted or are you in contact with the National Ataxia Foundation?
I am regularly.
And do you find them to be helpful?
Very helpful. If it wasn't up to them, I don't know where my disability would be.
Oh, wow. Now, have you found exercise to be helpful or not?
It got me away from walking aids.
Walking what?
Aids.
Okay.
Like wheelchairs, walkers,
Yes.
etc.
Now, have you done stem cell treatment?
I have. In Mexico.
Okay, I was just going to ask you that. Here or abroad?
Yeah, in Mexico, because the treatment is different.
Based on what I've read and studied, it's better. Well, it's more advanced.
Basically, they take the stem cells from the umbilical cord from a newborn baby and inject them into your spine.
Ah. And have you found that treatment to be helpful?
I'm going on 4 weeks, and it definitely has changed my voice, meaning words are no longer a struggle. My stability is better, and I no longer have to think as hard. I have to wait at least 3 months to see full results.
Now, what do they say, or do they say, are the lasting benefits? Like, how long would you need a retreatment? And if you would, how long before you might need a retreatment?
That is up to the individual, but I definitely will need a second treatment. From there, maybe once a year, but they don't know. I'm one of, if not the only person with ataxia to get that sort of treatment.
Okay. So you've noticed your voice is better, balance and coordination, walking, steps, driving.
Yeah. It used to be really hard to go up and down steps, especially going down. Now it's a lot easier. And actually, it's very easy to go down. It's more easy to go down than it is up.
Oh, interesting. Now, how long do you have to wait? You said your initial stem cell treatment was 4 weeks ago, about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
How long do you have to wait, or do they tell you have to wait before you start exercising again?
About a month. So in the paperwork, it said 4 weeks. I'm going to reach out to R3, who did the stem cell treatment, to inquire about that.
Okay. Where exactly did you go? Because I know there are multiple clinics.
Yeah, I went to R3. They have multiple clinics. They have 3 in Mexico, 1 in Tijuana, 1 in Mexico City, 1 in Cancun. I went to Cancun because it was cheaper and closer for me.
You sure you shouldn't go there because it was a vacation spot?
Both.
Yeah. So I guess it's going to be interesting then when you start exercising again to see if, you know, what the physical improvements are as far as, because you exercised for what, a year before that?
Yes.
Before you got the actual stem cell treatments, you exercised for a year. And that exercise helped you, correct?
Correct. It got me away from walking sticks.
Got you driving again.
Yeah, it did.
So have you noticed an improvement in, let's say, maybe your coordination or your reaction times when you're driving?
When it comes to driving, I'm not so slow to do everything. So I would say my reaction time is better.
Okay. Now, you were able to build up to being able to drive just from physical exercise alone, mainly from lifting weights. Have you noticed any improvement in your driving ability since you got the stem cell treatments themselves?
My depth perception is a lot better.
Really?
I no longer have to second guess myself.
Now, did that seem to come on suddenly after the stem cell treatment, or?
It took a couple weeks.
And what are they saying to you? Are they saying that, you said 3 months, you mentioned the 3-month period. Are they saying that over the 3-month period from the initial treatment with the stem cells, that you'll notice more and more improvements?
I should, but everything is unknown because I'm one of the first people ever to get this treatment. Everything is up in the air.
Ah.
Nobody knows.
You're a pioneer. You're patient zero. Pretty much you are. Now, in reference to things like support groups for ataxia patients, are there any? Are there a lot, a few? And do you use any of them?
Yeah, a big one would be the Ataxia Research and Development Group on Facebook. I'll put a link in the description. It's part of Facebook.
Now is that the one that you and I did a Zoom call meeting with?
Yes.
Okay. And where do you promote your information and your exercise videos? Do you just use Facebook or do you use other mediums?
I use everything, but the main one is YouTube.
What's everything?
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter or X now. But the main one is YouTube, and you can find me at Living with Ataxia or Thomas.
Okay.
And there should be everything on there.
So all 4 or 5 of those are just linked.
Yes.
So you can reference one from the other.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess that's about it. That's all I can think of right now. Do you have anything else you want to say in regards to ataxia or what would you, let me ask you this. What would you say? Obviously, you're hopeful for the stem cells, and based on my own research, the stem cell treatments that are done abroad are a little more advanced than the ones that are done here in the States, and that's just because of stupid regulations, really. It's not that they couldn't do them here; they just won't do them that way yet.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting on the ultimate results for the stem cell treatment. But what would you say is probably the best thing, the most important factor for a person with ataxia? Would it be exercise, physical exercise, like lifting weights? Would it be doing cardio exercise? A combination of both? Would it be the most important thing would be the food you eat? Getting good sleep, or a combination of everything?
A combination of everything. Exercising will definitely help the most, and a diet, primarily the carnivore diet, will help, because the carnivore diet is higher in good fat, and your brain is 60% fat.
Yes, you are correct. All right, well, I guess that'll be all for today, and we will revisit you soon. Hopefully, you'll have some updated information. What we'll do is we at least want to see what R3 says. You've taken a month, and we want to see how things go in the next 3 months, because they said, what, at least 3 months, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, good. Well, we'll be back with you soon.
Thank you.
Good talking with you.
Remember, consistency is key. Make sure to follow your exercise plan regularly to see improvements. And always listen to your body and do what feels comfortable for you. In the description, there is a link to make a donation to the National Ataxia Foundation to help bring awareness and find a cure for ataxia. You can also help by pressing that like button, sharing this video, subscribing to the channel, and click that bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. That is free, and thank you.